you are the golden goose that lays the eggs. You know, you're insuring your eggs, but you're not insuring the golden goose. Yeah, that's a good question. And what happens when you feel that it won't happen to you? And if it does, or when it happens to you, you're caught off guard, and financially you are in a lot of trouble. When you see on Facebook these days a lot of GoFundMe pages, and GoFundMe pages are set up by families or friends of that family that didn't plan ahead, and doesn't happen to me, happen to them. And they struggle just to pay the bills when they're dealing with someone who's sick, if someone's passed away. And the last thing you want to deal with is financial issues when you're grieving. Yeah, so with a little bit of financial planning, you should meet with a financial planner. Through their experience, they're going to talk to you about what they've seen in terms of the pitfalls or issues that could happen, and how you can protect them financially, so that you put that umbrella over you. It's like, you know, the forecast is for rain. Do you take an umbrella, or do you decide, hey, I won't get wet? Well, if it does rain, you have your umbrella and you're dry. You know, so look at the forecast and plan for it. You know, where the proper, we live in a cold climate. You know, if it's minus 35, we make sure that we have warm boots and toques and blankets if we're going on a trip, because if the car breaks down, you're in trouble. Financially, you do the same thing. You plan for the pitfalls, and if they don't happen, fantastic. If they do happen, you're covered. Well, because it's not earned income, it has to be paid back. So now you have double the payback because you used it to get out of a hole, but then you have this hole that you created that has a lot of interest compiling on it, and it's compiling faster than you can invest. You know, they're like 26% interest rate, which is insane when you rely on that. And if you can't pay that back, you get stuck in minimum payments, and you have this debt on you like for a lifetime. Set up an emergency fund. Emergency funds are supposed to be 3 to 6 months income, so that if your car breaks down or your furnace goes, you use cash to pay for it versus debt. You have no interest to pay back. It's set aside. It's not there for long term. It's there for emergencies. If those emergencies don't happen, you can put some of it into medium or long term investment. But you always have that safeguard. It's like a net. If you were trapeze act, you know, you'd want a net, because accidents do happen. You could fall off, you have a net, you're good. That's what that account is for. Insuring your toys is great. Like, you are the golden goose that lays the eggs. You know, you're insuring your eggs, but you're not insuring the golden goose. And that's important, because your income is what pays for everything. If you don't insure your income, how are you going to continue to pay for these toys, your home, all these different things that you have? So critical illness looks after an event. There's up to 26 events. Terminal, life-threatening cancer pays out a lump sum, and it's done. Heart attack pays out a lump sum, and it's done. Disability pays out for anything that, because of sickness, illness, or injury, stops you from the ability to work. So there's a lot more things that can stop your ability to work, and that covers you as a monthly income to replace your income, so you can continue to pay for all the toys, your house, your home, all those different things. Where critical illness is a a lump sum on certain things. Now, critical illness, the percentage that it's happening out there has gone way up. Like 50% of people have some type of cancer. I was just talking with a friend the other day, and he asked me what's going on. All these people that are getting cancer, 20-year-olds are getting cancer. What's going on? I have no idea, but the rates are skyrocketing, and it's a great idea to have some type of protection. Do you do disability or do you critical illness? It's really hard to say. You can have cancer and not be continuously disabled, right? And so your disability may not pay off because you're on and off from work. Where critical illness, as soon as you're diagnosed with a life-threatening cancer, it pays out the lump sum. So do you need both? Probably. Which one do you want to pick? That's too hard for me to judge. Well, if you look at work, your income replacement coverage will start after 4 months, and it could potentially go to age 65 if you can never work again. Income replacement starts 3-4 months, so you need that emergency fund for the first 3-4 months, unless you have some type of short-term income replacement, either through government benefits or personally held. And it all depends. If you could get back to work, the payments stop, and if you become disabled again, the payments will restart. So it's there, and it's continuously there. Whereas critical illness, once that lump sum pays out, in most cases that policy is over. There's a few companies that have secondary payments, but you can use it for replacing income. You can use it for replacing debt payments, like a mortgage payment. They have two options. You can have both, but those are the two things that you insure. Yeah. Your income is paying for all these things. Let's look at a mortgage. Maybe it's $1,500 a month. If your disability income through work can cover all your payments, including your mortgage payments and your car payments, then all you need is the one. If you need, if it's not going to cover all your debt, because you don't get your full income, you get 2/3 of your income. So if it's not enough, you may want to have some debt disability coverage. So it depends on your situation. Okay, so if you build in a house, would you start at the foundation, or would you start building it at the first floor or the second floor? You'd start with the foundation. So the foundation is guaranteed things. Okay, nothing happens without your income. So you need to make sure that you have built something in place that can replace your income if something happens to you. If you die, if you become disabled, you want to have that income. From there, you want to have guaranteed products. You want to have a emergency fund, things like that. Then you're going to move into more long-term investments and stuff like that. Because if you're doing long-term investments and you got $5,000 built in a savings program, but you lose your ability to work, the savings program is going to last you 1-2 months, and then it's done, and you are in trouble financially. If you put a income replacement program in place and you lose your ability to work, that's $5,000 in savings stays and income there to pay all your expenses. So you got to start with the foundation, the things that aren't sexy, before you move up to the investments and all this other type of stuff. Well, income replacement, this way, insurance coverage, emergency fund, life insurance programs, those type of things. That's your foundation, maybe some GICs, whatever, and then you can move up from there. Yeah. If you need guidance or help, or you have questions in terms of financial issues, please feel free to reach out to me, Kevin Peyson, websites, Peyson Insurance Services. You can Google, you can go on the website, a lot of information on there. Our consultation is free, and we can help in most situations in terms of where you're at.